actually. FM radio was invented and shelved for 30 years by a consortium of the government and AM broadcasters who did not want competition. Net neutrality would equal the government making partnerships with various corporations based on the politics of the president and the administration at the time, and they would make deals to benefit the corporation. You do not want the government involved in this at all. If you want a free internet, if you want an internet that's going to be affordable at what rates you have the ability to pay, if you want different tiers, but if you want the internet to become your cable company, then support net neutrality.
Rush Limbaugh, because we know for you, only the best will do. On the EIB Network, 710 WOR.
My good friends, let me introduce you to LegacyBox.com. This is the new way to digitize all of your old home movies and photos. Here's the problem. You've got old photos, film, VHS tapes. You have no idea how to preserve them and the memories they hold. Well, stop letting your precious memories get lost or thrown out or forgotten just because they're deteriorating in an outdated format. LegacyBox.com is a service that takes care of everything. You get a specially made legacy
Sharon Reed on 710 WOR.
Amazon plans to hire more than 120,000 workers for the holiday season. The online retail giant says it'll add staff at fulfillment centers, sorting facilities, customer service sites in more than 30 states. The news is brought to you by BMW of Freehold.com, where customers refer their friends and families. And we have the forecast coming up.
This week on an all-new In the Arena, Monsignor Kieran Harrington, Vicar of Communications for the Brooklyn Diocese, talks about current events and news from around the world. He's joined by Carrie Egan, author of On Living, Joe Boland of Catholic Extension, and other exciting guests. All this and more on In the Arena. So check us out at today's news and events, Sundays at 8 a.m. right here on 710 WOR. Jersey Joe has a lot to say.
I recall 8 years ago when I was forced to be happy. I was forced to smile. I was literally asked to pose a cardboard of Barack Obama in storefronts.
It's the Jersey Joe Show, every Sunday at 10 p.m. right here on Radio 710
This afternoon, a light east wind will head back to the mid-60s. Cloudy tonight, possible shower overnight 61. Milder Saturday, cloudy with a few late-night showers 71. Partly cloudy and even warmer Sunday upper 70s. I'm meteorologist Ken Berlin. Tri-state listeners agree. Great show. Len Berman and Todd Smith in the morning. New York's most entertaining morning talk show. If you like that diversity between the two, it's great. 6 till 10 weekdays on 710 WOR.
Look at Wall Street now. The Dow is up 37 points, 22,888. The Nasdaq is down 23 to 56.14. The S&P is up 6, sitting at 25.56. The news brought to you by LifeLock. Equifax recently announced a breach of $143 million identities, and you need to take steps to get protection. Be among the millions who trust their identity theft protection with LifeLock. Go to LifeLock.com, use promo code RISK for 10% off. That's news at 1:30. Breaking news at 1 on 710 WOR. We're going to Len Berman and Todd Smith in the morning, 6 till 10 Monday. I'm Jeff McKinnon. 710 WOR, NBC News radio station. 64 degrees now at 106.
If it's happening in the city, Mr. New York's talking about it. Mark Simone, weekdays from 10 till noon, 710 WOR. It's the
to the terms of the treaty. They're going to be placing additional sanctions on Iran to block continued financing of terror, and that they will be blocked from ever acquiring a nuclear weapon.
And now, from sunny South Florida, it's Open Line Friday.
And once again, we get a steady dose of common sense from our president and from the White House. This morning, the president went to the Values Voters Summit. And he hit home run after home run after home run. We have the audio soundbites coming up. When you listen to Trump, there is no wonder why he was elected. When you listen to Trump and you see the reaction people have, there's no wonder why inside the Beltway, the swamp, the elites are pulling their hair out. All of these years, all these decades, they thought of themselves as better than everybody else. And you've had presidents like Obama and Clinton and others who basically talk down and treat people like they're incapable of living their own lives, making their own decisions, doing the right thing. So people like Obama and the Clintons and the entire Washington establishment are going to take over the all-important role of living your life from you. And they're going to force you to live your life in certain ways that they demand because you are incompetent and inept and they are superior in every way. And it's obvious that people no longer look at Washington that way. And it's been a while since people have. There was a time in this country where people looked to Washington and respected people there and actually thought they were uniquely different and better, and that's why they were there. And there was an accompanying amount of respect for the people who were there. But those days are long, long gone, and now it's just massive distrust. It's resentment. And who the hell are you to tell us how much money we need? Who the hell are you to tell us what we want and don't want and what's right or wrong about that? Who are you to tell us that we don't know?
Yeah, it's fun.
To know whether or not we all
And you
have
can take a
reforms?
break enjoying the replay if you want to.
There is a revolt taking place against Hollywood right now. There's a revolt taking place against the NFL. There is a revolt taking place about pretty much everything that is connected to whatever we call the establishment or the ruling class, wherever they are, in state government, in Washington, you name it. There's an overall revolt. There is a revolt against the idea that the nation is racist and sexist and bigoted, and as such, we need to pay the price. People obeying the law need to pay the price. People trying to do what's right, they need to change what they're doing to accommodate these renegades who in many instances are comfortable expressing their hatred for America. We don't want to have to praise that. We don't want to have to acknowledge that. We don't want to have to accommodate that. And we don't want to be tolerant enough to try to understand about the Americans that hate America for totally bogus reasons. There is a revolt against all of this that's going on now. And it's becoming more and more obvious each passing day. If you have the ability to objectively look at what's happening, but if all you can see is Trump is an idiot, that Trump is incompetent, that Trump is whatever else, if all you can see is, oh my God, we've taken power taken away from us, oh my God, an outsider has come in and is wresting control. If that's all you see, you're not going to see what's happening. And if you're never going to see what's happening if you are one of these people that constantly held the American people in derision. If you basically look out across America and have no respect for what you see or the people that you see there, you're not going to understand what's happening here. If you think we're better and brighter and smarter and more sophisticated and more aware than the rest of America, you're not going to see what's happening here. This steamroller is rolling right along, and it's expanding, and it's getting bigger each and every day. The forces trying to take Trump out are not winning. They talk themselves into believing they are, and they get their little investigative panels like Mueller and their congressional panels, and they do their really lame investigations. They can't find anything, so they leak that they are. They leak that they have, but they don't have anything. Now, these same disgruntled people who cannot believe what's happened are now talking about the 25th Amendment and how we're going to have to talk to Pence and the president's cabinet and convince them to sit Trump down, to get him out of there. He's just unfit, and we can't abide this anymore. And it's not going to go anywhere. They're going to huff and they're going to puff. And they're going to make it look like they're moving the ball forward anti-Trump. But in terms of them moving the ball, changing public opinion in their favor, it isn't happening. And it isn't going to happen because this has been building. It's been building, and it's been building longer than since 2010. It predates the Tea Party. It predates Republicans campaigning and promising to do X, Y, and Z and never doing it. It predates this. It goes all the way back to the Clintons. It was amplified with Obama. And I dare say some of the stuff that happened in the Bush administration likewise, if we're talking about Republican behavior that has contributed to this quote-unquote revolt that's taking place out there. There isn't any question. There isn't any question whatsoever that this is happening, that it is alive, and there is nothing the establishment can do that is constitutional to stop it. which is why they're looking outside the bounds of the Constitution, and why they're using everything they have in collusion with the media to try to destroy and ruin Trump's reputation, and thereby hope to discredit him and his agenda in the minds and eyes of his supporters. But that also is a failing effort. Who would have ever believed? Who would have ever believed that this that's happened in the NFL would in fact happen? Who would have ever thought that the NFL and its Players Association would actually bend to the will of a single human being in the White House? People cannot believe it, because they can't believe it, they really don't want to admit the people. And that is
Ay!
by standing up to let America win in this isolated little example of the people who think this country is going to be a great country. They have lost. They can continue. And so they've lost in the sort of kind of opinion. They are not the majority of them thinking of this country. They don't feel for the majority of the country, and they don't persuade people to join them. And because they're failing, they are becoming even more fanatic and unhidden every way you say it. In MSNBC, CNN, they are literally becoming unhidden. They're volitional. Actually using the word BS in prime news coverage.
Yeah, I saw it.
Talk about something where a conservative or Republican gets percent.
Yeah.
They're giving it up. They are finally exposing the Harvey Weinstein situation. Who would have, and that's very clear to the left, and none of this would be happening. We would not to this day know anything that we know of Harvey Weinstein. Or any of the other things. Not even New York Times would not have dared to have a story with Hillary Clinton. They would not have dared to have a story. Primary fundraiser in Ghana. Would not have happened. They would have gone on protecting Weinstein and the story on the basis of Hollywood. Elections have consequences. Now, I want to go back. Our first caller today was a young man. He's a millennial, and his buddies very much believe in net neutrality, and he doesn't, and he was seeking my help in persuading them that they're wrong in what they think about it. And it's dicey. You know, people who have been propagandized or brainwashed, for lack of a better term, to believe that the government offers the solution to every injustice and every unfairness. It's hard to talk people who believe that out of it. It's an emotional attachment that they have. And I found that even a solid recitation of facts that dispel everything people believe often is also ineffective. It just causes people to become more distant and build an even bigger wall of boundaries to prevent the facts from getting in. Because there has been a comfort level that has been built around the misunderstanding of false knowledge. And the belief that the government is the greatest option, the government is benevolent and seeks to right injustice and to promote fairness and equality, coupled with the way everybody is raised to believe that corporations are evil, they kill their customers, they don't care about anybody's health, and they don't care about jobs, and they don't care about this, and they don't care about their customers. So you battle those two beliefs, and you're really up against it. So I admire young Rob for taking the time. Rob, the way to refute the current belief system in net neutrality is to be able to expose the history of the regulation of the spectrum in this country. By spectrum, I mean frequencies used to communicate either one way or two way. The spectrum is everything that we have commercialized in communications. The cellular cell call, the cell signals that we use are a portion of the spectrum. FM radio is 88 to 115 megahertz. AM radio is 550 AM to 1600 AM. That is a much lower frequency than what FM is. Two-way radio for cops and EMS, that's a whole other frequency. NASA talking to its rockets, that's another part of the spectrum. Radar, sonar, that's all part of the spectrum. And when it all had to be discovered, that spectrum, all of those radio waves are around us and all the time. We are awash in all of these waves. We just don't have in our brains the technology to translate what's on those waves into something we can hear. That's why we need radio that can decode what's on these frequencies and convert those signals into audio that we can then hear in the speaker. But we don't have television, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, LTE, and cell. We're being inundated with radio waves from television antennas. It's immense. Listen, you can't help me tell you that the spectrum is broken. And at first it was totally illegal. As it was discovered in the years, it was totally illegal. Like the radio spectrum, the polarized radio, and the invention was set the spectrum because it was the great frequencies and the correct line of the skywave to be able to actually transmit over great distances, particularly at night. FM is subpop frequency, it's only on its side. The radio station in a town that has a 5,000 horsepower capacity and is at say 630 in the area can easily cover 200 miles. An FM station with 200,000 of us in the same town can barely get 30 miles because it has no spot and no ground, which is what you radio listen. Well, all of this had to be discovered. And it was discovered and had to be regulated. And the primary reasons of regulation originally was to prevent signals from competing or interfering with other signals. So there had to be separation between the various forms of usage of spectrum from the radio interference. There had to be regulation in terms of how much power a station certain drives may be allowed to have, so it wouldn't interfere with another station at the same frequency or another time, 150 or 500 miles. And as these frequencies began to be used, AM radio was the first. Those guys became very proprietary. When Mansfield West came along and invented FM radio about 10 years after the first AM station, KDKA, went on the air, and the AM radio guys got together with the government, and they kept FM off the market for years. The inventor got so frustrated he committed suicide. FM radio could have followed AM by 10 years, except the government didn't permit it for many more years after that. Look, Rob, the point of this, the internet, is also spectrum, much of it is wireless. Not all of it is wireless. But when it burst on the scene, it was totally unregulated, and look at what it was. It was the Wild West, and as people learned about it, took them from it, you could have anything you wanted, and it didn't cost you anything because it was so legal. The businesses operating didn't stop to even formulate a business model because at the time nobody knew what it was like that. They never thought they could compete with the speculation of the newspaper they publish and distribute in London. And so they went out and done it. And it was really relatively cheap, wasn't it? And it grew, and then What is there not said? It turns out a lot. And the Limbaugh letter is a repository for it.
When 3 hours is just not